Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to KPN TV's coverage of Gloucester High School football. I'm Phil Nicastro. Tonight, the Fishermen are in Salem to face a very improved Salem team. They're coming off a big win last week at Swampscott. Coach Zarelli says his team might have his hands full tonight. We'll see what happens in a few moments. We'll be back with Gloucester High School football.
We are a full-service florist. We deliver to all of Cape Ann and the North Shore. We also provide wedding flowers, funeral flowers, everything from birth to death, basically. My name is Maria Russell, and I own and work at Russell's Florist in Gloucester. We have been in business in Gloucester for 21 years. We were both born and raised here. Our parents were also born and raised here. Our grandparents were born and raised here, so it seemed a good fit for us. I think it's important to support KPN TV because it provides so much for our community. There's so much programming on there, and usually at any given time you turn the TV on, KPN TV, you'll see somebody you know or recognize something or some event or some musician, all kinds of things. I think that KPN TV has so much to offer our community, whether you're in retail, whether you're in the arts, or whether you own a store on Main Street. KPN TV provides so much for Gloucester and Cape Ann. We are a very proud supporter of KPN TV.
To learn more about becoming a KPN TV underwriter, email sponsor@kpntv.org.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Scott Energy, we have built our business one customer at a time with a hands-on, personal approach. In the process, we have gained customers in our communities who have come to appreciate our attention to value and quality service. We truly appreciate your business, and in turn have made it our policy to give back to the communities that we serve. That's why we support KPN Television, so that they can deliver valuable, community-based news and information about Cape Ann, which is important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support KPN TV.
All right, welcome back. The captains headed out to midfield for the coin toss. Gloucester versus Salem here tonight. I'm Phil Nicastro. John Russ on the camera as always. And Salem come into this game with a 3-2 record. They had coming off a big win last week at Swampscott. And they're the most improved team in the Northeast Conference this year. And Coach Tony Zarelli is kind of wary of the Salem team. He knows his team must play really well tonight to come away with the victory. The Fishermen come into this game with a 4-1 record. And, this is game 6 of the season. Believe it or not, folks, counting tonight, there's only 2 more games left in the regular season. And then the playoffs start. That will be week 8 this season. But the Fishermen can't get caught looking too far ahead. And Salem will receive the ball to start the first quarter. So we'll see the Salem offense first here tonight. They run the spread. So Gloucester right now currently sits in 4th place when it comes to the playoff standings. That will be the Division 2A playoff standings. That's the new division that was created that Gloucester is participating in this year. So the Fishermen finished in 4th place. They're guaranteed at least one home game for the playoffs, which would be nice. And Salem 3-2, much improved Salem, and they're fighting for their playoff lives here tonight. And like I said just a few minutes ago, they're coming off that huge win last week against Swampscott, 32-13. In a game that was played under the lights at Swampscott. They were experimenting with lights in Big Blue Country, but Salem came in to spoil the party. So we're almost underway for football here. The 4-1 Fishermen versus the 3-2 Witches.
Back to receive for the Witches be number 2, Vincent Gaskins, and number 10, Jeffrey Rodriguez.
Vincent Gaskins and number 10, Jeffrey Rodriguez, back deep for the Witches.
Set the kickoff of Blossom, 23,
And the Fishermen are getting set to kick off. Number 23, Brandon Rivera will do the honors. And we're just about ready for some football here tonight. Week 6 of the high school football season. And Rivera, he approaches the ball, and we are underway to low liner. And it's going to go out of bounds. And that's a 5-yard penalty on the Fishermen. So we'll see what happens here if they make them re-kick or give Salem good field position.
Kickoff went out of bounds.
So Salem will open up. No, they're going to make Gloucester re-kick. Okay. And they're going to move Fishermen back 5 yards. That's considered an offsides penalty when you kick the ball off out of bounds. So the Fishermen will now kick from their own 35 instead of the 40. So Rivera will do it over again. And he approaches the ball. And he gets a high this time. And they receive it at the 20, 25, 30. And he's tackled at about the 36-yard line, where Salem will go on offense for the first time tonight. The 3-2 Witches.
Gloucester's kickoff will be returned by Salem's number 10, Jeffrey Rodriguez.
Rodriguez on the kickoff return.
Gloucester, Oliver Emerson.
Emerson on the tackle for the Fishermen. Number 2, Oliver Emerson. It's 1st and 10 Salem from their own 36-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Witches.
And the Witches are being led by quarterback Jared Lupus, number 1. You're going to see a spread offense from Salem. He's a dual threat. Lupus can run and throw. And 1st and 10, Salem from their own 36. Lupus hands it off. Plenty of running room. The number 2, he's got room. 1st down. He may take it all the way. His tackle by number 32, Mark Smith. Down at the Gloucester 30.
Carry by number 2, Vincent Gaskins.
And Vincent Gaskins
Number 32 for Gloucester, Mark Smith.
picks up about 40 yards, and we have a holding penalty on Salem. Bring it back. I didn't see the flag thrown, but I just saw the referee make a symbol. Holding Salem, bring it back. So what was about a 50-yard run is getting wiped out.
Penalty on the play was holding against Salem.
So they move the ball back to the 30-yard line. Now it's 1st and 20 for Salem.
First down will be 1st and 15 for the Witches.
No, first
at their own 30-yard line.
1st and 15. I thought that was a 10-yard penalty, but I guess not. All right. 1st and 15, Salem. Ball's on their own 30. Same play. And this time the Fishermen bottle them up.
Salem's carry number 2, Vincent Gaskins.
Gaskins on the carry.
He brought down by number 13 for Gloucester, Matthew Smith.
Matthew Smith on the tackle for Gloucester, number 13. Gaskins picked up 1 yard on the play. So it's 2nd down and 14 for the Witches on their opening drive. So Lupus,
Second and 15 for the Witches.
second and 15, shotgun formation. Hands it off again, and nowhere. No gain on that play. Number 2, again, Gaskins, the ball carrier for Salem. Now it makes it third down in about.
Number 2, Vincent Gaskins.
Third down for Salem now in about 15.
Brought down by Gloucester's number 52, Damian Brown.
Brown on the tackle. Danny Brown for the Fishermen, number 52. And the clock is running with 9:05 left, first quarter. First series of downs of the game.
Jacob Russell.
So Salem is facing a third and long.
Third and 15 for Salem.
Lubis fades back, pass rush, and the Fishermen, they can't get him. And he might turn the corner, and it is trip him up. Oliver Emerson trips him up. Number 2 for the Fishermen.
Carry number 1, Jared Lubis.
And if Emerson doesn't trip him up, he may have ran it up for the first down. So it brings up 4th and long, 4th and 8 for the Witches, and they're going to have to punt.
Stripped up on the play by number 2, Oliver Emerson. 4th down for the Witches.
Salem in punt formation. He gets it off. Got it high, but not very deep. The ball's just going to bounce down to the Gloucester 34-yard line, but we'll see the Fishermen offense for the first time tonight. With 8:02 left in the first quarter, John Russ on the camera tonight. Does a fine job. So it's 1st and 10 Fishermen from their own 34-yard line. And Gloucester will go on the offense for the first time tonight. Nate Young, number 12. The field general for the Fishermen.
The 1st and 10 for Gloucester at their own 34-yard line.
Fishermen come out, tight formation. Sanfilippo cuts, makes another move. He's going to get a first down. And a good gain. And a tackle by number 10 for Salem, Jeffrey Rodriguez.
Christian Sanfilippo.
And he
Brought down by Salem's number 10, Jeffrey Rodriguez.
picked up about 20 yards on that play, Sanfilippo, on his first carry. And Christian Sanfilippo has been playing some outstanding football for the Fishermen the last few weeks. He's closing in on another 1,000-yard season.
They bring up 1st and 10 for Gloucester at the Salem 43-yard line.
1st and 10 Gloucester. They're in Salem territory at the 43-yard line. Handoff, quick hitter. Mark Smith, I believe. Gain of about 1.
Gloucester's carry by number 33, Jermaine Edward. Brought down by Salem's number 67, Jeremy Van Cosby.
Make that Jermaine Edward on the carry. Second down and 9 for Gloucester. That was a short gain by Edwards.
Bring up 2nd down and 9 for Gloucester.
The Fishermen opening series of downs. They force Salem to punt on their opening series. Handoff, Sanfilippo again. He cuts it up, finds room, breaks a tackle, gets the first down to the 30.
Gloucester's carry by number 9, Christian Sanfilippo.
That was the gain of about 12 yards for Christian.
Brought down by Salem's number 2, Vincent Gaskins.
Nice article today about Christian Sanfilippo in today's Gloucester Times. Ball is on the Salem 30.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Gloucester at the Salem 30-yard line.
So the Fishermen have a nice opening drive going right here with 6:15 remaining in the first quarter. This is KPN TV's coverage of Gloucester High School football. Handoff. Jermaine Edwards gets the first down. He drags people with him. A gain of about 15. And the ball is down at the
Carry by number 33, Jermaine Edwards.
down at the 15-yard line.
Number 4, Chris Agami, and number 67.
And we have a timeout on the field. with the score 0-0. We'll be back in a few minutes.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
Here at the Fitness Zone, we are proud to serve the community that we have been a part of for over 18 years. Here you will find a huge selection of equipment, fitness classes, personal trainers, and a juice bar. We are located at 37 Blackburn Center, right next door to Cape Ann TV. Community is the key. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can deliver valuable, local, and community-based news and sports from Cape Ann, which is so important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV. You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Glover's Floor Covering, for more than 60 years, we have provided our customers with real value in quality carpets, hardwood flooring, laminate flooring, vinyl flooring, and ceramic tile. We're involved in the communities we serve and take great pride in our ability to support Cape Ann Television so that they in turn can deliver valuable community-based programming for Cape Ann.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV. Volunteer production opportunities are available in all the towns we serve. Get into local TV. Call the station to find out more.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It was a Salem timeout. So Salem uses one timeout, trying to stop the Gloucester offense momentum a little bit here. So it's first down 10 Fishermen at the Salem 15 with exactly 6 minutes left first quarter.
At the Salem 15-yard line.
Nate Young calling the signals. Handoff Sanfilippo, and this time they stop him for a 2-yard gain.
Gloucester's carry number 9, Christian Sanfilippo.
The ball is on the 13-yard line of Salem. Second down 8 for the Fishermen.
Salem's number 57, Joseph Diaz.
Number 57 on the tackle for Salem, Joseph Diaz.
Bring up 2nd and 8 for Gloucester at the Salem 13.
Second down 8 for the Fishermen. First quarter. Nate Young looks to throw, and he's going to get sacked. Oh, did he throw it forward? Incomplete pass. He threw it. He got it out of there just at a nick of time before he was brought down.
Gloucester's quarterback, number 12, Nate Young, is going to be sacked.
No sack.
Salem's number 50, Jackson Hanford, and number 67, Jeremy Ben Cosby.
That was not a sack. That was ruled an incomplete pass. It's a very heads-up play by Nate Young.
They'll bring up 3rd and 8 for Gloucester.
Now it's 3rd and 8 for the Fishermen at the Salem 13-yard line. Heads-up play by Nate Young. He realized he was getting sacked, and he just got rid of it. Offside Salem. Do we have a flag? No. Sanfilippo breaks tackles. He breaks tackles, and he gets into the end zone. Christian Sanfilippo.
Touchdown, Gloucester.
A 13-yard TD run.
Touchdown scored by number 9, Christian Sanfilippo.
And Christian Sanfilippo does it again, breaking tackle after tackle and getting in the end zone. I thought we were going to have an offsides penalty on Salem on that play, but no, I guess they got back in time, but it would have been irrelevant. Gloucester scored anyways, and they probably would have declined the penalty. They're going to kick the extra point. Nate Young, the holder. Rivera, number 23, to kick it. Brennan Rivera. Snapper's high. Rivera, he gets it up there, and it's no good. So the teams head back upfield with the score. The Gloucester Fishermen 6. The Salem Witches nothing. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
We take pride in our ability to anticipate and adapt to the ever-changing terrain of the commercial printing industry. Since our founding in 1922, the Cricket Press, along with our weekly newspaper, the Manchester Cricket, have long valued the importance of local news and information. That is why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can continue to provide community television programming for the Cape Ann area.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV.
Extreme truck and auto and cheese shop.
When this happens to you, there's no need to go to a dealer, whether you have a foreign or a domestic car. We can take care of that right here at Extreme. We have a complete line of Snap-on diagnostics specifically made for all your vehicle needs. Bumper to bumper, foreign or domestic, we can take care of it all here at Extreme. Here at Extreme, we guarantee all of our work for 1 year.
All right, welcome back. Fishermen are going to kick off to Salem. Fishermen lead is 6-0 with a nice opening drive with Christian Sanfilippo doing his thing. 4:59 left, first quarter, 6-0 Fishermen. And Rivera missed the extra point. He will now kick off. He approaches the ball, and nice kick this time. And it goes over the Salem players. Then he touched it, so it's a live ball. He picks it up at the 1, 5, 10. And the Fishermen, good coverage by the Gloucester Fishermen kickoff team. They tackle him at the 10-yard line. Several guys in on the tackle there.
Jeremy, number 2, Vincent Gaskins.
Gaskins on the run.
First met by number 52 for Gloucester, Damian Brown.
Damian Brown on the tackle, along with a whole host of other Gloucester players. So Salem backed up deep in their own territory, 1st and 10 on their own 10-yard line. Gloucester already leads at 6-0.
For the Witches at their own 11-yard line.
Shotgun formation. Lubis hands it off. Rodriguez, big hole, gets a first down. Number 2, Gaskins, I'm sorry, Vincent Gaskins with a nice.
Number 2, Vincent Gaskins. Be brought down by Gloucester's.
What a 14-yard run by Gaskins. So Salem gets their first down of the night. The ball is on their own 25-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Witches at their own 25-yard line.
Vincent Gaskins is a junior. Shotgun formation for Salem. We have motion. Inside handoff. They get him wide, but he turns the corner. Number 10 for Salem. Jeffrey Rodriguez.
Carried by number 10, Jeffrey Rodriguez.
He picked up about 4
by Gloucester, number 12, Nate Young.
on that play. Nate Young for Gloucester pushed him out of bounds. That was a gain of about 4 for Rodriguez.
Bring up 2nd and 6 for the Witches at their own 29-yard line.
2nd down, 6 for Salem at the let's see, the 29. Shotgun. Handoff, Gaskins, and he's Tackled. No gain on that play. Might have even lost a yard. Good defense by the Fishermen there.
Number 2, Vincent Gaskins.
That whole defensive line.
Stripped up by Gloucester's number 77, Ryan Gabriel.
Gabriel was in there. And yeah, they lost a yard. So it's 3rd down 7 now for Salem on their own 28.
7 for the Witches at their own 28-yard line.
All right, another big 3rd down play for Salem. Lubis in the shotgun. We got trips right. Might see his first pass tonight. He throws it. It's complete, but it's not going to be enough for the 1st down. In fact, he only gained maybe a yard. The pass was complete to number 6.
Salem's pass
Tyler Giles.
Going to be complete to number 6, Tyler Giles.
But actually no, it was a loss on the play. So it's 4th down and 9 for Salem after a completed pass, lost yardage. All right, Salem now has to punt. And we got a flag. And what do we got? Illegal substitution on Salem. Move the ball back. It's still going to be 4th down. It's a 5-yard penalty. So now the ball's on the 21-yard line of Salem. And the Fishermen are going to get even better field position.
Legal substitution against Salem.
Once again. Nice punt. Gloucester receives the 45-40 in Salem territory, down to the 35. And down inside the 35-yard line, down to the 32. And Gloucester will go on offense inside Salem territory.
By Gloucester's number 28, Jan Pena Ortiz. Was brought down by
Jan Pena Ortiz for the Fishermen on the return. And the Fishermen are set up in good field position once again. 1st and 10 from the Salem 32-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Gloucester at the Salem 33-yard line.
Clock is stopped right now at 2:17 left, 1st quarter. Nate Young at the helm. Handoff. Edwards. And he fumbled, but he fell on his own fumble, and he still may have gotten the 1st down. Yep. Jermaine Edward fumbled the ball. It was stripped from him.
Gloucester's carry number 33, Jermaine Edward.
But he recovered his own fumble.
Number 3, Tyler
Oh, fumble, and he managed to get the 1st down still. So it's 1st and 10 Fishermen at the Salem 20. 6-0 Gloucester. Clock running, 2 minutes left, 1st quarter.
1st and 10 for Gloucester.
I'm Phil Nicastro, John Russ on the camera here tonight, here in Salem. Game 6 of the regular season. One more regular season game left after this game here tonight. Young passing, throws it out there, completes it to Smith. Did he get in the end zone? No. No, touchdown. Yeah, he got in.
Touchdown, Gloucester.
A 21-yard touchdown pass. Nate Smith to Mark Smith. Nate Young to Mark Smith.
Touchdown pass on number 12, Nate Young. Was caught by number 32.
So the Fishermen go up 12-0. Mark Smith, a 21-yard touchdown pass from Nate Young. With a minute and a half left in the 1st quarter, Fishermen lead at 12-0. And I believe Gloucester's going to go for 2 points here. Yep. Handoff, reverse, Mark Smith. And he's going to have a hard time getting in the end zone. He still might. Yes, he managed it. Salem had him pinned behind the line of scrimmage, but he made a couple of moves, and he was able to get in for the two-point conversion. And the Fishermen lead at 14-0. Okay, the teams head back upfield. We'll be back in a few moments.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
Cape Ann Auto Body and Service Center has served Cape Ann families since 1955. We learned long ago that the best way to keep our customers is to provide skilled and friendly services at reasonable prices. Unlike large or chain repair businesses, each of our customers is a very important part of our business.
Personal is what makes Cape Ann Television so valuable to our community. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can deliver valuable community-based news, sports, and information about Cape Ann, which is so important to us all.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV. You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
When you walk into either of our branches, you'll experience a local bank feel with big bank returns. We are proud to support many community organizations, nonprofits, and events, both financially and by employees volunteering their time. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so that with the help of their volunteers, they can deliver valuable community-based news, sports, and information about Cape Ann, which is so important to us all.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV.
All right, welcome back.
Gloucester's number 23.
14-0 Gloucester. Brandon Rivera to kick off. So Gloucester has scored on their first two possessions. Rivera, nice high kick this time. And it's fielded by Salem at the 15. He finds a hole. Number 17 for Salem, and he gets it up to the 35, 36-yard line. No, maybe even up higher. Up to the 38-yard line. So number 17 for Salem on the kickoff return.
Gloucester's kickoff being returned by number 17 for Salem. Stajay Prophet Bernardin was brought down by
number 17, Stajay Prophet Bernardin of Salem. Had a nice return, got the ball up to the Salem 38-yard line. Stajay Prophet Bernardin, number 17. 14-0 Gloucester.
10 for the Witches at their own 38-yard line.
Option, nowhere. Lubis tried to run the option. He kept it, but the Fishermen weren't fooled by it.
Quarterback keeper by Salem's number 1, Jared Lubis.
And so far, Gloucester's done a pretty good job of this offense for Salem.
And number 66, Jacob Russell. They'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Witches.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for Salem. We're under a minute in the first quarter. 40 seconds. Lubis, shotgun. Passing. He's got a man out there, and he overthrew him. Number 24 was the intended receiver.
Number 1, Jared Lubis, incomplete.
Xavier Cole.
The receiver was number 24 for Salem, Xavier Cole.
Xavier Cole was the intended receiver. He had some running room if he had completed the pass, but Lubis
bring up 3rd and 10
overthrew him.
Which is at their own 38-yard line.
And once again, Salem facing a 3rd and long. And I think we're going to have a timeout. Let's see. It's a 20-second timeout. It's a 20-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here with 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Cape Ann TV's coverage of Gloucester High School football. I'm Phil Nicastro. John Russ on the camera. This is week number 6 for Gloucester. 4-1 coming into this game. ranked number 4 in the Division IIA state standings, the ones that determine playoff spots. And the Fishermen are looking to move up on that in those standings before the end of the regular season. So it's 3rd and 10 Salem, coming off the 22nd timeout. Half a minute remaining. First quarter. So Salem facing another 3rd down situation early in the game in their own territory. Got twins right, shotgun. It's an option pass, and it plays going nowhere. Well, I don't know now. Number 2's got some running room. And he just falls just short of the first down. Oh, no, maybe he got it. Vincent Gaskins, it was an option pass. And he saw no one open. The Fishermen were closing in on him, but he broke away and got the first down. So a nice run by Vincent Gaskins.
By number 66 for Gloucester, Jacob Russell.
Jacob Russell on the tackle for the Fishermen, but Gaskins was all but dead on that play. As we approach the end of the first quarter, with the score, the Gloucester Fishermen 14, the Salem Witches nothing. And we'll be back in just a few moments.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Ben's Wallpaper and Paint, you will experience a level of service you thought no longer existed. We're proud to deliver the kind of specialized attention that you thought no longer existed and simply won't find in larger chain stores. Whether from our full line of Benjamin Moore paint or custom window treatments, you will find what you need at Ben's Wallpaper and Paint at 6 Railroad Avenue here in Gloucester. Community is the key. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can deliver valuable, local, community-based news, sports, and information about Cape Ann, which is so important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV. You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Scott Energy, we have built our business one customer at a time, with a hands-on, personal approach. In the process, we have gained customers in our communities who have come to appreciate our attention to value and quality service. We truly appreciate your business, and in turn have made it our policy to give back to the communities that we serve. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so that they can deliver valuable, community-based news and information about Cape Ann, which is important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Second quarter, 14-0 Gloucester. And that last play by Salem, by Vincent Gaskins, was a nice run. All right, 1st and 10 Salem. Hand off, Gaskins again, nowhere that time. He ran into big number 77, Gabriel for Gloucester.
Carry number 2, Vincent Gaskins. Brought down by number 77 for Gloucester, Ryan Gabriel, and number 59, Kyle Equipment.
So it's 2nd down for Salem and 9. A 1-yard gain for Gaskins on that play.
At their own 49-yard line.
And number 2, Gaskins, looks like he's a pretty shifty runner. All right, shotgun formation, single wide. Gaskins in the backfield. Gaskins again, finds a hole, but it closed quickly. He may have gained a couple of yards on that play. It's going to bring up 3rd and long again for Salem. They give him a 2-yard gain. It's third down and about 7 for Salem.
Number 2, Vincent Gaskins, was met by Gloucester's number 52, Damian Brown.
Damian Brown on the tackle for Gloucester. So it's 3rd and long again for Salem.
3rd and 7 for the Witches.
They're finally inside Gloucester territory
48-yard line.
at the Gloucester 48-yard line. And right now, Mr. Gaskins, number 2 for Salem, is a going concern. Lubis rolls out right, throws it out there. It's caught. First down, Salem. Gain of about 13.
Salem's pass from number 1, Jared Lubis.
Number 82 on the reception.
For Salem's number 87, Jaco Pena.
Make it 87. Jaco Pena.
That reception will be good for
the Salem team.
Down.
Number 87, first down, Salem. So Salem's got a nice little drive going here to open up the second quarter. A drive that started late in the first quarter.
At the Gloucester 37-yard line.
So they're at the Fisherman 37, 1st and 10. Gaskins gains a couple. Second down and about 8 now for Salem at the Gloucester 34-yard line.
Gaskins was brought down by number 33 for Gloucester, Jermaine Edward.
Jermaine Edward on the tackle for Gloucester.
Kyle Whipple. Second and 7 for the Witches.
You give Gaskins a 3-yard gain.
34-yard line.
Second and 7 from the Gloucester 34. Shotgun, got motion. Handoff. Number 10 cuts it, gets a first down. Oh, he's close to it. Jeffrey Rodriguez.
Salem's carry number 10, Jeffrey Rodriguez.
Is he close? Did he get the first down?
Pulled out of bounds by Gloucester's number 12, Nate Young.
I think he's pretty close. Yeah, first down. So Salem got a drive going now to start the second quarter. The ball is now located at the Gloucester 26-yard line, and Salem, number 2, number 1, number 10, they got some shifty runners. Well, Salem putting together a nice drive here.
For the Witches at the Gloucester 27.
Lubis throws it out there, and it's overthrown. The intended receiver was number 24, Xavier Cole.
Number 1, Jared Lubis. Intended receiver was number 24, Xavier Cole.
So Lubis overthrows Cole on that first play.
7-yard line of Gloucester.
So it's second down 10 for Salem at the 26 of Gloucester. Clock stopped with the incomplete pass. 8:07 left, second quarter. 14-0 Gloucester. Shotgun formations, twins right. Gaskins again, cuts it back up. Got some good yards. He picked up about 8 yards on that play. It's going to make a 3rd and short for Salem inside the Gloucester 20, or right at the Gloucester 20.
Salem's cabin number 2, Vincent Gaskins.
So Gaskins.
Brought down by Gloucester's number 73, Chris Casatari.
Casatari on the tackle for Gloucester, number 73. And now Gloucester's going to call a full timeout. And we will take a timeout too. With the score, the Gloucester Fishermen 14, the Salem Witches nothing. We'll be right back.
We are a full-service florist. We deliver to all of Cape Ann and the North Shore. We also provide wedding flowers, funeral flowers, everything from birth to death, basically. My name is Maria Russell, and I own and work at Russell's Florist in Gloucester. We have been in business in Gloucester for 21 years. We were both born and raised here. Our parents were also born and raised here. Our grandparents were born and raised here, so it seemed a good fit for us. I think it's important to support KPN TV because it provides so much for our community. There's so much programming on there, and usually at any given time you turn the TV on, KPN TV, you'll see somebody you know or recognize something or some event or some musician, all kinds of things. I think that KPN TV has so much to offer our community, whether you're in retail, whether you're in the arts, or whether you own a store on Main Street. KPN TV provides so much for Gloucester and KPN. We are a very proud supporter of KPN TV.
To learn more about becoming a KPN TV underwriter, email sponsor@kpntv.org.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Glover's Floor Covering, for more than 60 years, we have provided our customers with real value in quality carpets, hardwood flooring, laminate flooring, vinyl flooring, and ceramic tile. We're involved in the communities we serve and take great pride in our ability to support KPN Television so that they in turn can deliver valuable community-based programming for KPN.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support KPN TV. Volunteer production opportunities are available in all the towns we serve. Get into local TV. Call the station to find out more.
All right, welcome back. Gloucester called a timeout. It was a full timeout. That was their first timeout of the half. And waiting for the Salem team. It's third down, Salem, and 4 at the Gloucester 20. Big play for Salem. Probably 4 down territory for them if they want to stay in this game. Pitch out. And nowhere. Lost 2 yards. I believe that was Gaskins, the ball carrier. Yeah, it was Gaskins, and he lost yardage on that play. So now it's 4th down and about 7. And it looks like Salem's going to go for it here on 4th down. They got nothing else to lose. Clock ticking, 7:12.
For the Witches at the Gloucester 23-yard line.
4th down for Salem and 12. No, excuse me. 4th and 8 for Salem at the Gloucester 23-yard line. Okay, here we go. 4th down for Salem. Big play. And what do we have? And we have a 20-second timeout being taken by Salem. We'll keep it right here with 6:42 left. First quarter, 14-0 Gloucester. Salem has a nice little drive going right here, and now they're facing a 4th down. So the Salem coach, Matt Bouchard, is calling for a 20-second timeout. He wants to talk to his QB, Jared Lubis.
Be 4th and 6 for the Witches.
4th down for Salem, 4th and 6 from the Gloucester 23. Lubis will go to the shotgun. A little more of a tighter formation here. Lubis rolls to his right. Gloucester has a pass rush, and he fumbles it. And it's called an incomplete pass. Oh, no! And Chris Casatieri, number 77, would have picked it up and ran it all the way in for a touchdown, but they're calling it an incomplete pass. And I'm not so sure about that call. It's the old tuck rule, is it? Now, Nate Young was being sacked earlier today, but that was a legitimate throw. That did not look like a legitimate throw, but Gloucester will take over on downs at their own 23-yard line. Salem came away with no points on that drive, which was a nice drive by them. At least they changed the field position a little bit. And Gloucester will start this drive deep in their own territory at their own 23. First and 10, Gloucester.
First and 10 for Gloucester at their own 23-yard line.
Nate Young up over center. Christian Sanfilippo cuts it up, finds a hole, and he runs hard, breaks tackles. He gets close to a first down. I don't think they're going to give it to him. I think they're going to give him a 9-yard gain. We have an injured Salem player on the field right now. And
by number 9, Christian Sanfilippo.
So they're going
Brought down by Salem, number 57,
they're going to give Sanfilippo a 9-yard gain.
Estes.
And we have a Salem player down on the field.
Injury timeout on the field.
So we have an injury timeout. And we'll go to a break with an injury timeout. We'll be back in just a few moments. Gloucester leads at 14-0.
Daddy, that light's on again. I think we need to go to Extreme Truck and Auto and Cheese, John.
When this happens to you, there's no need to go to a dealer, whether you're a foreign or a domestic car. We can take care of that right here at Extreme. We have a complete line of Snap-on diagnostics specifically made for all your vehicle needs. Bumper to bumper, foreign or domestic, we can take care of it all here at Extreme. Here at Extreme, we guarantee all of our work for 1 year.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
Here at the Fitness Zone, we are proud to serve the community that we have been a part of for over 18 years. Here you will find a huge selection of equipment, fitness classes, personal trainers, and a juice bar. We are located at 37 Blackburn Center, right next door to Cape Ann TV. Community is the key. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can deliver valuable, local, and community-based news and sports from Cape Ann, which is so important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV.
All right, here we go, Gloucester, 2nd down and 1. Handoff, up the middle, Mark Smith. Gets the first down, picks up a little bit more, picks up about 7 on that play.
Gloucester's carried by number 33, Jermaine
Jeffrey
Edwards.
Rodriguez of Salem was the injured
Brought down by
player.
Salem's number 24, Xavier Cole.
Mark Smith for Gloucester picks up a first down, a gain of about 7.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Gloucester at their own 40-yard
The
line.
Fishermen 1st and 10 at their own 40. There you lead it, 14-0. Quick handoff again, Mark Smith. Close to another first down.
Gloucester's carried by number 33, Jermaine Edwards.
I take that back. That was Jermaine Edward on the carry. He picked up about 9 yards on the play. 3rd and a less than a 1, and the ball is right on the 50-yard line. 14-0 Fishermen.
Gloucester at the 50-yard line.
Sanfilippo gets tackled, a gain of about 4, picks up the first down.
Gloucester's carried by number 9, Christian Sanfilippo.
4-yard gain for
Brought down by
Christian.
number 3 for Salem.
Fishermen go to a no huddle.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Gloucester.
Little more up-tempo for the Fisherman handoff. Sanfilippo again, he cuts it up. He has plenty of room, cuts it back. He's headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Christian Sanfilippo. It is 20-0 Gloucester.
Touchdown, Gloucester.
At 40.
Gloucester's touchdown.
6-yard touchdown run
Christian Sanfilippo.
for Christian Sanfilippo, and the Fishermen go up 20-0 with 4 minutes and 37 seconds left in the first half. And Sanfilippo just continues to impress. He can do it in several different ways. If he gets an opening, he has the breakaway speed. If he wants to run over you, he'll do that too. So the Fishermen will kick the extra point. Rivera, Nate Young on the hold. Rivera missed his first attempt. Snap ball down. Kick is up. That one looks a little better. Let's see. No good. No. My eyes were deceiving me. All right. The teams head back upfield with the score. The Fishermen 20. The Witches nothing. We'll be back in just a couple of moments.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
When you walk into either of our branches, you'll experience a local bank feel with big bank returns. We are proud to support many community organizations, nonprofits, and events, both financially and by employees volunteering their time. That's why we support KPN Television, so that with the help of their volunteers, they can deliver valuable community-based news, sports, and information about KPN, which is so important to us all.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support KPN TV. You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
We take pride in our ability to anticipate and adapt to the ever-changing terrain of the commercial printing industry. Since our founding in 1922, the Cricket Press, along with our weekly newspaper, the Manchester Cricket, have long valued the importance of local news and information. That is why we support KPN Television, so they can continue to provide community television programming for the KPN area.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support KPN TV.
All right, welcome back. 20-0 Gloucester. Christian Sanfilippo, a 46-yard TD run.
Set to kick off.
Sanfilippo has 2 touchdowns. Mark Smith has the other. Rivera approaches the ball. Gets a pretty good kick away. Salem Fields at the 10, 15, 20. Has a hole. Oh, that was a high tackle by the Fisherman player there, but no flags. I thought they were going to get him for a clothesline.
Will be returned by Salem's number 17, Stajay Prophet Bernardin.
Stajay Prophet Bernardin was the ball carrier for Salem. He took a good hit. But 1st and 10 Salem on their own, let's see, 27-yard line. 20-0 Gloucester, 4.5 minutes left, first half.
At their own 27-yard line.
And Salem really needs to put together a good drive here. Try to get in the end zone before the half. Shotgun formation. And loss of yardage there. I believe that was Gaskins again on the carry. Yeah, it was Gaskins. And he lost about 7 yards on that play. I'm going to make it 2nd down 17 for Salem. Ball is on the 21-yard line of Salem. 6-yard loss for Gaskins.
We have 2nd and 18 for the Witches.
Making an 8-yard loss. Lubis throwing. Finds a receiver, number 10, back in the game so quickly. And he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, which was a gain of about 8. Jeffrey Rodriguez.
Number 1, Jared Lubis.
He was the injured player they just took off.
Number 10, Jeffrey Rodriguez.
But he's back out there playing. That's good to see.
Nicholas Philo.
And it's now 3rd down and 10 for Salem. And Salem needs to make a big play if they want to stay in this game.
Bring up 3rd and 10 for the Witches at their own 27-yard line.
Shotgun formation, Lubis. Handoff, Gaskins. He gets to the outside, we get a flag. He steps out of bounds, he got the first down. But we have a flag, and I think we're gonna have another hold on Salem.
Salem's carry was by number 2, Vincent Gaskins.
Yeah, bring the ball back.
Pushed out of bounds.
Holding on Salem. It's gonna,
number 28,
and it's gonna make it 3rd down and 20 for Salem. That was a nice little play by Salem there.
The play was holding against Salem.
They had the first down, but bring the ball back. Ball is being spotted on the 17-yard line. So 3rd and long once again for Salem. Third down and 20 for Salem. Lubis looking to pass, throws it out there. It's complete again, but it's going to go nowhere because it was just a short flat pass, and the Fishermen came up to make the tackle. And once again, Salem's going to have to punt.
Tyler Giles was brought down by Gloucester's number 33, Jermaine Edward.
We have a 20-second timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here. 2:15 remaining in the first quarter.
Timeout by Gloucester on the field.
It was only a 20-second timeout, so Salem's going to have to punt again. Gloucester's going to get the ball in decent field position with a chance to add to this 20-0 lead.
Bring up 4th down for the Witches at their own 26.
4th and 11 for Salem, and they're in punt formation. And it's blocked! And the Fishermen recover inside the 5. Number 66, I believe, for Gloucester was in there.
Salem's punt was blocked.
And the Fishermen will go on offense. 1st and goal at the Salem 5.
Was down at the 5 by Gloucester's number 2, Oliver Emerson.
The ball was recovered by Emerson, number 2. I couldn't quite see who blocked it. I think it was number 66.
1st and goal for Gloucester.
And I don't have his name on my roster. I don't know why. All right, Fishermen 1st down and goal at the Salem 5, looking to add to a 20-0 lead. Handoff, Sanfilippo. He plows his way into the end zone. Fishermen lead at 26-0.
Gloucester's touchdown scored by number 9, Christian Sanfilippo.
That's Sanfilippo's 3rd touchdown of the night. The other one was scored by Mark Smith. And just under 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Fishermen lead it 26-0. And any momentum that Salem built up in that Swampscott game last week is now gone. Fishermen going for 2. Up the middle, touchdown, extra point is good.
Gloucester's 2-point conversion is good by number 17,
A.J. Romeo Oliver, number 17. Gets the 2-point conversion for the Fishermen. It's 28-0 Gloucester. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Ben's Wallpaper and Paint, you will experience a level of service you thought no longer existed. We're proud to deliver the kind of specialized attention that you thought no longer existed and simply won't find in larger chain stores. Whether from our full line of Benjamin Moore paint or custom window treatments, you will find what you need at Ben's Wallpaper and Paint at 6 Railroad Avenue here in Gloucester. Community is the key. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can deliver valuable, local, community-based news, sports, and information about Cape Ann, which is so important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV. You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Scott Energy, we have built our business one customer at a time with a hands-on, personal approach. In the process, we have gained customers in our communities who have come to appreciate our attention to value and quality service. We truly appreciate your business, and in turn have made it our policy to give back to the communities that we serve. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so that they can deliver valuable, community-based news and information about Cape Ann, which is important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV.
All right, welcome back.
And Gaskins back to receive.
Brendan Rivera will kick off for Gloucester. With just under 2 minutes to go in the first half, the Fishermen have a commanding 28-0 lead. Rivera approaches the ball. Nice kick. Salem receives at the 10, 15, 20. And great kickoff coverage by the Fishermen. With Salem will go on offense.
Gloucester's kickoff will be returned by Salem's number 2, Vincent Gaskins.
At their own 24-yard line, it looks like.
Oliver Emerson.
So Salem will go on offense again.
First and 10 for the Witches.
At their own 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
$1:53 left, first half. Fishermen 28. Salem nothing. All right, here comes Salem. You got trips left this time. Lubis fades back, throws it out there. He's got a man wide open. A big play for Salem, a gain of about 30 yards. 87. Jaco Pena was wide open down the middle of the field for about a 30-yard gain for Salem.
First and 10 for the Witches at the Gloucester 48-yard line.
And Salem enters Gloucester territory with that pass completion at the Gloucester 48. No, they're putting it right at the 50 now.
Correction, be first and 10 for the Witches at the 50.
The 50-yard line, right at midfield. Lubis throws back. He throws it out there. He's got a man again. Nice tackle. Number 13.
Salem's pass, number 1, Jared Lewis, complete.
Smith.
Number 24, Xavier Cole, was brought down by Gloucester's number 13, Matthew Smith.
Matthew Smith with a nice tackle on that play, but Salem picks up 3 yards on that play.
For the Witches.
Second down, 7 for Salem. Clock's running. Lubis steps up the middle. He's got plenty of room to run. He'll get the first down, and he gets out of bounds inside the Gloucester 40 to about the 38.
Salem's carry, number 1, Jared Lubis.
Make it the 37. Lubis gets the first down. He faded back to throw a pass. The middle opened up for him, so we just took off and ran for the first down, and he got out of bounds to stop the clock with 1:07 left in the first half.
Out of bounds at the 37 of Gloucester.
Heads up play by the quarterback, Jared Lubis, getting out of bounds, saving some time. And the wide receiver for Salem is lined up off sides. Let's see if the ref notices it. Nope. Lubis throws it out there, complete. But the Fishermen are all over it. All over Emerson.
Number 1, Jared Lewis, complete to number 24, Xavier Cole.
On the tackle.
Brought down by number 3, Eric Cameron.
Eric Cameron as well out there too. Salem goes to a hurry up. Lubis fades back. He steps up, runs with it, goes over the line of scrimmage, and he gets a first down. He gets out of bounds.
Salem's carry number 1, Jared Lubis.
Lubis gets the first down, and they locate the ball at the Gloucester 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
So Salem's moving the ball here again, but they haven't been able to get in the end zone tonight. 36 seconds remaining in the first half.
27.
Salem trying desperately to get some points before the half is out. Lubis in a shotgun. Got twins left. Lubis fades back. He's got plenty of time. He throws it out there, and it's almost intercepted. His target was number 87 again, Jaco Pena.
Salem's pass is incomplete from number 1, Jared Lubis, to the receiver was number 87 for Salem, Jaco Pena.
The Fishermen had good coverage on that one. And
Gloucester on the field.
We have a full timeout on the field with 28 seconds remaining in the first half. We'll keep it right here. And Gloucester has had a very successful first half here tonight in Salem. So any notion that this may have been a trap game for Gloucester or Salem was riding high after the Swampscott game, you can forget that. The Fishermen have come out, scored 4 touchdowns in this first half, and are in total control of this game. 28 seconds left first half. We're in a full timeout for Gloucester. John Russ on the camera here tonight. I'm Phil Nicastro, KPN TV's coverage of Gloucester High School football on a coolish night here in Salem. So it's second down 10 for the Witches.
Bring up second and 10.
All right, here comes Salem. Shotgun. We got trips left this time. Single back. Lubis calling the signals. He rolls left. Looking for a receiver. Finds one. But he doesn't get out of bounds. Number 87, Pena on the catch. Timeout, Salem.
Salem's pass, number 1, Jared Lewis, is complete. Number 87, Jaco Pena.
Jaco Pena again, another full timeout for Salem. 21 seconds remaining in the first half. And like I said, we'll keep it right here. We're just 21 seconds remaining. And we're in Salem here tonight. This was the site of one of the greatest high school football games ever played, for those of you who remember. And I know my colleague John Rush remembers. That was the 1975 Fishermen. Jay Pelazzola at quarterback, Mike Cusimano receivers. It was a receiver. Both teams came into that game 9-0 or 8-0. A Super Bowl berth was on the line. Salem came away with a thrilling 13-12 victory over the Fishermen that day. And I can remember here being a 10-year-older. All right, Salem back out on the field after the timeout. They're facing the 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 for the Witches.
Shotgun, Lubis. He rolls to his right. He swings it back the other way and going nowhere. Cameron on the tackle.
One, Jared Lewis complete. To number 87, Jaco Pena.
Pena was the receiver. The pass.
Down by number 3 for Gloucester, Eric Cameron.
Eric Cameron on the tackle. The pass was complete, but it went nowhere. Eric Cameron wasn't fooled by that play at all. And another full timeout. And they're using them all here in the last 30 seconds. $28-0 Gloucester. 13 seconds left in the first half. Salem is trying to get on the board. They're facing a 4th down and 7. All right, here we go. Salem. 4th and 7.
4th and 7.
It trips right this time. Single back. Single wide left. Lubis looks. Throws it downfield. He's got a man. And it's knocked down by the fisherman.
Salem's pass will be incomplete.
And Gloucester will go on offense.
Intended receiver was number 6.
One more time before the first half with 6 seconds left.
Excuse me.
And what did Gloucester does here? Do they throw a Hail Mary long bomb down the field, which they're not known for?
There'll be a turnover on downs on Salem. It'll be 1st and 10 for Gloucester at their own 24-yard line.
And I think the fishermen are just going to take a knee here. We'll see what happens. 6 seconds left. They're ahead 28-0. And they will get the ball to start the second half, too. And he'll take a knee. Yeah, Nate Young will just take a knee. And that'll be the final play of the first half.
Gloucester will take a knee to end the first half.
With the score, the Gloucester Fishermen 28, the Salem Witches nothing. We'll be back in just a few moments for second half action.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Glover's Floor Covering, for more than 60 years, we have provided our customers with real value in quality carpets, hardwood flooring, laminate flooring, vinyl flooring, and ceramic tile. We're involved in the communities we serve and take great pride in our ability to support Cape Ann Television so that they in turn can deliver valuable community-based programming for Cape Ann.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV. Volunteer production opportunities are available in all the towns we serve. Get into local TV. Call the station to find out more.
We are a full-service florist. We deliver to all of Cape Ann and the North Shore. We also provide wedding flowers, funeral flowers, everything from birth to death, basically. My name is Maria Russell, and I own and work at Russell's Florist in Gloucester. We have been in business in Gloucester for 21 years. We were both born and raised here. Our parents were also born and raised here. Our grandparents were born and raised here, so it seemed a good fit for us. I think it's important to support Cape Ann TV because it provides so much for our community. There's so much programming on there, and usually at any given time you turn the TV on, Cape Ann TV, you'll see somebody you know or recognize something or some event or some musician, all kinds of things. I think that Cape Ann TV has so much to offer our community, whether you're in retail, whether you're in the arts, or whether you own a store on Main Street. Cape Ann TV provides so much for Gloucester and Cape Ann. We are a very proud supporter of Cape Ann TV.
To learn more about becoming a Cape Ann TV underwriter, email sponsor@capeanntv.org.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Second half action, the Fishermen in total control. 28-0 as we start the third quarter. The Fishermen will receive the ball. Eric Cameron, number 3, back deep.
Back to receive for Gloucester will be number 3, Eric Cameron.
Salem teeing the ball up. 28-0 Gloucester. I'm Phil Nicastro, John Russ on the camera. Cape Ann TV's coverage of Gloucester High School football. Vincent Gaskins will kick off for Salem, and he gets it downfield, and it's going to roll out of bounds. So,
Kickoff by number 2, Vincent Gaskins.
the second half starts off the same way the first half did, by each team kicking out of bounds. And what are the Fishermen going to do? I think they're just going to take the ball and not make them re-kick. Yep, that's what it looks like. So the Fishermen will go on offense at their own 31-yard line where the ball went out of bounds. So here come the Fishermen, first offensive series of the second half. And they're in total control of this game, 28-0. Nate Young still out there with the first string offense. Handoff. 3-yard gain. Jermaine Edward.
33, Jermaine Edward was brought down by Salem's number 24, Xavier Cole.
Give him a 4-yard gain on that play. Second down and 6 for Gloucester.
They'll bring up 2nd and 6 for Gloucester at their own 40-yard line.
Second and 6. And what do we have? We got flags before the play, and we have a movement on the Fishermen.
A false start against Gloucester.
All right, so it'll be second down and 9 for Gloucester.
Be second down 11 for Gloucester.
Make it second and
At
11.
36-yard line.
Second and 11 for Gloucester. 10 minutes left. Third quarter. Sanfilippo cuts it up, and he refuses to go down. And I believe he gets the first down. Another classic Christian Sanfilippo run. His refusal to go down. Did he pick up the first down? Let's see. Yep, he sure did.
Jeffrey Rodriguez.
First and 10 Gloucester. They're at their own 46-yard line.
Be first and 10 for Gloucester at their own 46-yard line.
And Christian Sanfilippo is having another good night. 3 touchdowns again tonight. Fake. And the Fishermen went directly up the middle with that one, but that play went nowhere. Jermaine Edwards, the ball carrier.
Number 33, Jermaine Edward.
Give me
Brought down by Salem's number 70, Nathan Estes.
Give him 2 yards on the carry, Edwards. Give him 1.5 yards if you want to be precise, but the Fishermen got the clock moving.
He's second and 9 for Gloucester at their own 48-yard line.
And with the 28-0 lead, that's just the best news we could hear right now. Keep the clock moving. Edwards again finds a hole. He's going to break through, and he's going to go all the way for a touchdown. Jermaine Edwards to Gloucester. And he gets pushed out of bounds in the end zone, and they're going to throw a flag.
Touchdown, Gloucester. Gloucester's touchdown scored by number 33, Jermaine Edwards.
So Jermaine Edwards.
There's a flag on the field.
A long touchdown run, but he was well into the end zone when he got shoved out of bounds. And there's a flag down on Salem. It's probably going to be a personal foul. And that will take place on the kickoff, I believe. Rivera is out there for Gloucester for the extra point. Brendan Rivera, number 23. So it's 34-0 Gloucester.
Penalty in the field was a dead ball foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Salem.
It'll be an unsportsmanlike contact on Salem. Snap ball down, the kick is up, and it's good. All right, so Brendan Rivera hits his first extra point of the night. The teams head back upfield with the score. The Gloucester Fishermen 35, the Salem Witches nothing. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
We are a full-service florist. We deliver to all of Cape Ann and the North Shore. We also provide wedding flowers, funeral flowers, everything from birth to death, basically. My name is Maria Russell, and I own and work at Russell's Florist in Gloucester. We have been in business in Gloucester for 21 years. We were both born and raised here. Our parents were also born and raised here. Our grandparents were born and raised here, so it seemed a good fit for us. I think it's important to support Cape Ann TV because it provides so much for our community. There's so much programming on there, and usually at any given time you turn the TV on, Cape Ann TV, you'll see somebody you know or recognize something or some event or some musician, all kinds of things. I think that Cape Ann TV has so much to offer our community, whether you're in retail, whether you're in the arts, or whether you own a store on Main Street. Cape Ann TV provides so much for Gloucester and Cape Ann. We are a very proud supporter of Cape Ann TV.
To learn more about becoming a Cape Ann TV underwriter, email sponsor@capeanntv.org.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Ben's Wallpaper and Paint, you will experience a level of service you thought no longer existed. We're proud to deliver the kind of specialized attention that you thought no longer existed and simply won't find in larger chain stores. Whether from our full line of Benjamin Moore paint or custom window treatments, you will find what you need at Ben's Wallpaper and Paint at 6 Railroad Avenue here in Gloucester. Community is the key. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can deliver valuable, local, community-based news, sports, and information about Cape Ann, which is so important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV.
All right, everybody, welcome back. So the Fishermen will be kicking off from Salem's 45-yard line. That's a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty when Jermaine Edwards ran it into the end zone and got shoved. He was well into the end zone when he got shoved out of bounds. So the Fishermen will be kicking off in Salem's territory. And Brendan Rivera wants to boom this one. And he does. And Salem lets it go through the end zone. So Salem will go on offense for the first time in the second half, trailing it 35-0.
Wants his kickoff will roll through the end zone.
So the ball will be placed on the 20-yard line. First and 10 Salem from their own 20.
It'll be first and 10 for the Witches at their own 20-yard line.
Shotgun Salem. Gaskins again. And Gaskins, he looks like a pretty good looking runner. Picked up about 5 yards on that play.
Salem's carrier number 2, Vincent Gaskins. Brought down by Gloucester's number 12, Nate Young, and
Nate-
number 13, Matthew Smith.
Matthew Smith and Nate Young on the tackle. Second down 5 for Salem. Make it a long 5.
Bring up second and 5 for the Witches.
The ball is being
At their
placed
own 25-yard line.
just inside the 25-yard line. So it's second and a long 5 for Salem. Handoff, no. Lubis runs it out of bounds. Oh, and he gets taken down, and we got a personal foul penalty on Gloucester. Oliver Emerson, number 2.
Salem's carried by number 1, Jared Lubis.
And that's going to give Salem an automatic first down. 15-yard penalty.
Be hit out of bounds by number 2, Oliver Emerson. Penalty on the flag was a personal foul against Gloucester.
So Salem gets the first down on the penalty. The ball is placed at the 45-yard line of Salem.
Gives Salem an automatic first down at their own 44-yard line.
First and 10 Salem. At their own 45. Lubis hands it off to number 2, Gaskins again, and this time they can't get anywhere. They ran the
Salem's carried by number 2, Vincent Gaskins.
they ran the pitch option.
Number 2, Oliver Emerson.
Emerson on the tackle.
Kyle
Equipple, Oliver Emerson in on the tackle. They got back to the original line of scrimmage.
They'll bring up second 11 for the Witches at their own 44-yard line.
No, actually, yeah, he lost a yard, so it's second and 11. Lubis passing, he's looking, he's rolling to his right, and he just throws it out of bounds. And we get another flag on the play. Again, after the whistle.
Salem's pass, number 1, Jared Lewis, is incomplete.
And what do we have this time?
Penalty on the field.
And they're moving the Salem team back.
Ineligible man downfield against Salem.
Ineligible man downfield for Salem. Okay, that's when a lineman runs downfield before the ball is thrown. The Fishermen have declined that penalty, and they've made it third and long.
Third and 11 for the Witches at their own 44-yard line.
So it remains third and 11. Lubis in the shotgun again. Fades back, throws it, completes it. First down, Salem. So about a 13-yard gain on that play.
Complete to number 10, Jeffrey Rodriguez.
Rodriguez on the reception.
Brought down by Gloucester number 3, Eric Cameron, and number 27, Nicholas Speedhole.
So Lubis to Rodriguez for the first down for Salem. They're inside Gloucester territory on the Fisherman 43-yard line with 5 minutes, 34 seconds left, third quarter.
For the Witches at the Gloucester 43-yard line.
35-0 Gloucester. Lubis throwing, he got past Rice, but he got out of there, and it's completed, but gain of about 5.
Pass, complete.
Nate Young on the tackle for Gloucester. Xavier Cole on the reception.
For Gloucester, Nate Young.
So number 24, Xavier Cole, catches that pass for Salem.
We'll bring up second and 4 for the Witches.
6-yard gain for Salem. Second down and 4. And at the Gloucester 37. Lubis hands it off. Gaskins cuts it up. Close to a first down, not quite.
Vincent Gaskins.
So it makes it third down and short for Salem. Third and about one.
Jermaine Edward and number 56, Max Howland.
Make it third and 2 for Salem from the Gloucester 35-yard line.
At the Gloucester 35-yard line.
Clock continues to run. 4:05 left, third quarter. Lubis hands it off to Gaskins again. Gaskins takes it up the middle. And I believe he got the first down. It was close. Yeah, they're going to give it to him.
Salem's carry by number 2, Vincent Gaskins. Brought down by number 77 for Gloucester.
So it was a gain of 3 for Salem. So the ball is now on the Gloucester 33-yard line. First and 10 Salem. Salem is trying desperately to get on the scoreboard. They had a couple of nice drives going in the first half, but they could not convert.
At the 33-yard line of Gloucester.
Hand off Gaskins again. He's got a hole this time. He gets to the outside, and he's knocked out of bounds after a first down. Nice run by Gaskins.
Salem's carry by number 2, Vincent Gaskins. Brought down by Gloucester's number 27, Nicholas Filo.
So Gaskins with a 12-yard gain. Nicholas Filo for Gloucester on the tackle. The ball is on the Fisherman 20-yard line. First and 10 Salem.
The first and 10 for the Witches at the Gloucester 20-yard line.
We are now under 3 minutes left in the third quarter. We got twins right for Salem. Gaskins again. He cuts it up and he breaks. No, he doesn't break away. It looked like he was going to break away. And I think he may have lost a yard.
Number 2, Vincent Gaskins.
Depending on where they spot the ball. Let's see where they spot it. No gain at all. Okay, it's back at the 20-yard line. This is KPN TV's coverage of Gloucester High School football.
No gain on the play. The second and 10 for the Witches.
I'm Phil Nicastro. John Russ on the camera here tonight. And the Fishermen have a 35-0 lead. Lubis rolls to his left, throws it out there. He's got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Salem.
Touchdown, Salem.
Jaco Pena, number 87.
Touchdown scored by number 87, Jaco Pena.
And a 20-yard touchdown pass. Jared Lubis to Jaco Pena. And Salem gets on the board with 1:52 left in the third quarter.
Pass thrown by Salem's number 1, Jared Lubis.
And they will kick the extra point. Lubis will kick it. Tyler Skeffington, number 3, will do the holding. Snap ball down, and Skeffington, he bobbled the snap. He tried to run it, and the Fishermen crushed him. So a 2-point conversion has failed. So with 1:52 left in the third quarter, the teams will head back upfield. The score, the Fishermen 35, the Witches 6. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
Cape Ann Auto Body and Service Center has served Cape Ann families since 1955. We learned long ago that the best way to keep our customers is to provide skilled and friendly services at reasonable prices. Unlike large or chain repair businesses, each of our customers is a very important part of our business.
Personal is what makes Cape Ann Television so valuable to our community. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can deliver valuable community-based news, sports, and information about Cape Ann, which is so important to us all.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV. You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
When you walk into either of our branches, you'll experience a local bank feel with big bank returns. We are proud to support many community organizations, nonprofits, and events, both financially and by employees volunteering their time. That's why we support KPN Television, so that with the help of their volunteers, they can deliver valuable community-based news, sports, and information about KPN, which is so important to us all.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support KPN TV.
All right, welcome back.
Set the kickoff at Salem.
So Salem gets on the scoreboard towards the end of the third quarter with a nice play. Jared Lubis to Jaco Pena, and it's 35-6 with 1:52 left in the third. Decent kick. Fisherman receive it at the 15, 20, 25, up to the 30, 35-yard line. Goes Oliver Emerson.
Salem's kickoff will be returned by Gloucester's number 3, Eric Cameron.
Check that, Eric Cameron, number 3, on the return.
By Salem's number 10, Jeffrey Rodriguez.
Jeffrey Rodriguez on the tackle, so Gloucester will go on the offense at their own 33-yard line, and it still looks like some of the varsity. Okay, Nate Young is still out there.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Gloucester at their own 33-yard line.
Up the middle again, Jermaine Edwards, and he finds running room. First down and much more. Gets it inside Salem territory.
Number 33, Jermaine Edwards.
Down to the Salem 40-yard line.
Brought down by Salem's number 10, Jeffrey Rodriguez.
They'll make it the 46. And the Fishermen got that good running game going. Tough to stop. We have a timeout on the field by Salem. With the score, the Gloucester Fishermen 35. The Salem Witches 6. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
We take pride in our ability to anticipate and adapt to the ever-changing terrain of the commercial printing industry. Since our founding in 1922, the Cricket Press, along with our weekly newspaper, the Manchester Cricket, have long valued the importance of local news and information. That is why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can continue to provide community television programming for the Cape Ann area.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support KPN TV.
Daddy, that light's on again. I think we need to go to Extreme Truck and Auto and Cheese Strong.
When this happens to you, there's no need to go to a dealer, whether you have a foreign or a domestic car. We can take care of that right here at Extreme. We have a complete line of Snap-on diagnostics specifically made for all your vehicle needs. Bumper to bumper, foreign or domestic, we can take care of it all here at Extreme. Here at Extreme, we guarantee all of our work for 1 year.
All right, welcome back. 1:19 left, third quarter.
Be first and 10 for Gloucester.
First and 10 Gloucester.
At the Salem 45-yard line.
After the first down pickup by Edwards. Handoff. Nice move there. Number 28 for Gloucester.
Gloucester's carried by number 28, Jan Pena Ortiz.
Jan Pena Ortiz.
Jeremy Ben Cosby.
With a good run, gain of about 6 for Ortiz. Second down and 4 for Gloucester.
Bring up second down for Gloucester.
Nate Young still at the helm. Handoff up the middle. And I believe that was Argentino, number 8, yeah.
Gloucester's carried by number 8, Ryan Argentino.
Ryan Argentino. He takes it down to the Salem 36-yard line. He's just short of the first down. So we'll bring up 3rd and 1 for the Fishermen. So we're seeing Pena Ortiz in the backfield and Argentino in the backfield. And we're going to have a timeout. We'll keep it right here. No, we're right at the end of the third quarter. Very good. All right. At the end of 3 quarters, the Fishermen lead it 35-6. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
Here at the Fitness Zone, we are proud to serve the community that we have been a part of for over 18 years. Here you will find a huge selection of equipment, fitness classes, personal trainers, and a juice bar. We are located at 37 Blackburn Center, right next door to Cape Ann TV. Community is the key. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can deliver valuable, local, and community-based news and sports from Cape Ann, which is so important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV. You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Glover's Floor Covering, for more than 60 years, we have provided our customers with real value in quality carpets, hardwood flooring, laminate flooring, vinyl flooring, and ceramic tile. We're involved in the communities we serve and take great pride in our ability to support Cape Ann Television so that they in turn can deliver valuable community-based programming for Cape Ann.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV. Volunteer production opportunities are available in all the towns we serve. Get into local TV. Call the station to find out more.
All right, welcome back. It's let's see, 3rd and 1 for Gloucester. And let's see what the personnel here. The Fishermen put in some of their younger players. And they come right from the line of scrimmage. They run right up to the line of scrimmage. Nate Young still in there. Up the middle, Argentino, I believe, gets the first down. And that should be a first down for Gloucester. Get a flag on the play.
Number 8, Ryan Argentino.
And offside Salem.
Down by Salem number 57, Joseph Diaz.
Offsides on Salem. And that'll be an automatic first down for Gloucester.
Penalty on the play was offsides against Salem.
And that would bring the ball down to the Salem 30-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 Gloucester from the Salem 30.
Be first and 10 for Gloucester at the Salem 30.
So right now the running backs, Ortiz Pena, he's got the ball now. He cuts it up, makes another nice move. He makes a good move. He takes it down to the 10, down inside the 5. Jan Ortiz Pena, number 28, sets the Fishermen up first and goal at the Salem 5.
Was brought down by Salem's number 6, Tyler Giles.
So the Fishermen are looking to go in for more. 35-6. Clock is running as we approach 10 minutes. 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Fishermen are going to move to 5-1 on the season.
Now for Gloucester at the Salem 5-yard line.
Nate Young hands it off. We got a flag on the play. Argentino was the ball carrier on that play, number 8. Ryan Argentino.
But an illegal shift against Gloucester.
Illegal shift against the Fishermen. So it'll be first and goal from the 10. One of the few mistakes tonight by Gloucester. Next week, the Fishermen will return home against the Saugus Sachems, which will be the last regular season game of the season. Ortiz Pena gets taken down, gain of about 2. Clock continues to run. 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Gloucester's carrier number 28, Jan Pena Ortiz, was brought down by Salem's number 57, Joseph Diaz.
So it's second and goal from the 9.
9 for Gloucester at the Salem 9-yard line.
Nate Young still in there. End around Ortiz Pena, I believe he was the ball carrier. He got hammered on that play. Good defense there by Salem.
Number 28, Jan Pena Ortiz.
Pena Ortiz, no gain on the play, so it brings up 3rd and 10 for Gloucester.
They'll bring up 3rd and 10 for Gloucester. The 10-yard line of Salem.
So 3rd down, 10 for the Fish. Clock continues to run, 8 minutes to go in the game. One more regular season game left next week when the Saugus Sachems come to town. And believe it or not, folks, the playoffs start in just 2 weeks. Reverse. Romeo Oliver, number 17, and he can't get anywhere.
Gloucester's carrier number 17, A.J. Romeo Oliver.
A.J. Romeo Oliver.
10, Jeffrey Rodriguez.
Rodriguez on the tackle for Salem. So it brings up a 4th and goal for Gloucester from the Salem 11.
Bring up 4th and 12 for Gloucester. 12-yard line of Salem.
And some of the folks are headed on home. A decent crowd here tonight. This would be the 18th straight year Gloucester will beat Salem. And that's an incredible number. Handoff. Ortiz Pena trying to get to the outside. He gets it back in, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown. Jan Ortiz Pena, a 12-yard TD run.
Gloucester's touchdown scored by number 28, Jan Pena Ortiz.
And the Fishermen now lead it 41-0. With 6 minutes, 42 seconds left in the yeah. Oh yeah. I stand corrected by my cameraman. It's 41-6. Thank you, John. Extra point pending. Snap ball down, kick is up, and it is good. So the teams head back upfield with the score, the Gloucester Fishermen 42, the Salem Witches 6. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Scott Energy, we have built our business one customer at a time with a hands-on, personal approach. In the process, we have gained customers in our communities who have come to appreciate our attention to value and quality service. We truly appreciate your business, and in turn have made it our policy to give back to the communities that we serve. That's why we support KPN Television, so that they can deliver valuable, community-based news and information about KPN, which is important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support KPN TV. You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Ben's Wallpaper and Paint, you will experience a level of service you thought no longer existed. We're proud to deliver the kind of specialized attention that you thought no longer existed and simply won't find in larger chain stores. Whether from our full line of Benjamin Moore paint or custom window treatments, you will find what you need at Ben's Wallpaper and Paint at 6 Railroad Avenue here in Gloucester. Community is the key. That's why we support KPN Television, so they can deliver valuable, local, community-based news, sports, and information about KPN, which is so important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support KPN TV.
All right, welcome back. Gaskins is back deep for Salem, number 2. He's had a pretty good game tonight. Vincent Gaskins of Salem. Rivera kicking off for Gloucester. 6:42 left in the game. And some of the Gloucester's diehard fans are starting to head on home. Salem receives the ball. 20, 25. Found a hole. He's got some room. Number 10. And the tackle is made by the kicker.
Gloucester's kickoff will be returned by Salem's number 10, Jeffrey Rodriguez.
And Rodriguez is hurt again. That was a nice return by Jeffrey Rodriguez, number 10. Puts Salem in good field position with 6.5 minutes left in the game.
Gloucester's number 23, Brandon Rivera.
Brandon Rivera on the tackle for Gloucester.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Witches. At the
So,
Gloucester 39-yard line.
1st and 10 Salem at the Gloucester 39. So the Fishermen, once again, they'll go to 5-1 on the season with one more regular season game to play at home against the Saugus Sachems. Shotgun. Hand off to Gaskins again. He finds another hole. Gaskins, he may break this one. Gets a first down. Cuts back. And is tackled at the 10-yard line. Down to the 8. So Vincent Gaskins continues his good night tonight.
Brought down by Gloucester number 88, Eduardo Rivera.
So it'll be first and goal, Salem from the Gloucester 9-yard line. So Salem looking to get on the board again. Hand off to Gaskins again. He breaks one tackle, but he can't break another. He got back to the original line of scrimmage. Ryan Argentino on the tackle for Gloucester. Number 8.
Salem's carry number 2, Vincent Gaskins, was brought down by Gloucester's number 8, Ryan Argentino.
Second down and goal for Salem. Gaskins lost about maybe a half yard on that play.
And by number 64, Noah Benson. Second down for the Witches.
Inside handoff to number 10 again, Jeffrey Rodriguez, and he gets in the end zone. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Salem.
So Salem gets on the board.
Number 10, Jeffrey Rodriguez.
Jeffrey Rodriguez on that little pitch play, little reverse pitch, so to speak. So with 4 minutes, 58 seconds left in the game, Salem gets on the board with a late touchdown. Makes it 42-12. And Salem will go for 2. He throws it out there. It's incomplete. Nope, yeah, incomplete. The intended receiver was Rodriguez again.
No good.
So, as the teams head back upfield, with the score of the Gloucester Fishermen 42, the Salem Witches 12. We'll be right back.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
Cape Ann Auto Body and Service Center has served Cape Ann families since 1955. We learned long ago that the best way to keep our customers is to provide skilled and friendly services at reasonable prices. Unlike large or chain repair businesses, each of our customers is a very important part of our business.
Personal is what makes Cape Ann Television so valuable to our community. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so that they can deliver valuable community-based news, sports, and information about Cape Ann, which is so important to us all.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV. You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
When you walk into either of our branches, you'll experience a local bank feel with big bank returns. We are proud to support many community organizations, nonprofits, and events, both financially and by employees volunteering their time. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so that with the help of their volunteers, they can deliver valuable community-based news, sports, and information about Cape Ann, which is so important to us all.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV.
All right, welcome back. 42-12. The Fishermen lead it. Salem just got on the board by a touchdown by number 10, Jeffrey Rodriguez.
Set the kickoff for Salem.
Back deep for the Fishermen, number 27 is Nicholas Philo. Salem boots it away. High kick. Philo has it. And he's trying to get to the outside, and he can't quite get there. We got a flag down. I think we might have a face mask.
Return by Gloucester number 27, Nicholas Philo.
Philo on the return.
By Salem number 10, Jeffrey Rodriguez.
I think we're going to have a face mask on Salem. It might go the other way, too. Yeah, okay, they're calling the face mask on Nicholas Philo, the Gloucester ball carrier. You can stiff arm a player, but you can't grab the face mask. And that's what Philo did there.
Face mask against Gloucester on the return.
So Gloucester will get moved back to their own 15-yard line. And let's see what Coach Zarelli does here. Yeah, he has a new quarterback in there right now. Matthew Smith is in there, the JV quarterback.
Gloucester at their own 15-yard line.
Handoff. And Salem stuffs that one. And we're down to 4.5 minutes left in the game. Well, fumble on the play by Gloucester. Salem recovers, so here comes the Salem offense in good field position.
Gloucester's carry was by number 8, Ryan Argentino.
So the ball
brought down by Salem's number 70, Nathan Estes.
So the ball carrier for Gloucester was Ryan Argentino. He fumbled. And so Salem has a chance to get on the board here again. With 4.5 minutes left in the game. So 1st and 10 Salem at the Gloucester 15. They get to the outside. Touchdown Salem.
Touchdown Salem.
Vincent Gaskins.
Salem's touchdown scored by number 2, Vincent Gaskins.
A 10-yard touchdown run by Gaskins. And now the score is now 42-18 with 4:24 left in the game. And it looks like Salem's going to go for 2. So a rare mistake by the Fishermen. Salem takes advantage of it. Lubis has it, looking for pass, he throws it out there, it's caught.
Salem's 2-point conversion is good.
Jeffrey Rodriguez.
Pass by number 1, Darryl Lubis.
And it makes the score Gloucester 42, Salem 20, and we'll be back in a few moments.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
We take pride in our ability to anticipate and adapt to the ever-changing terrain of the commercial printing industry. Since our founding in 1922, the Cricket Press, along with our weekly newspaper, the Manchester Cricket, have long valued the importance of local news and information. That is why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can continue to provide community television programming for the Cape Ann area.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV.
Extreme truck and auto and cheese John.
When this happens to you, there's no need to go to a dealer, whether you have a foreign or a domestic car. We can take care of that right here at Extreme. We have a complete line of Snap-on diagnostics specifically made for all your vehicle needs. Bumper to bumper, foreign or domestic, we can take care of it all here at Extreme. Here at Extreme, we guarantee all of our work for 1 year.
All right, welcome back. So Salem with a little bit of a late rally here in this game. We might see an onside kick here. Let's see what Salem does.
Salem's number 1, Jared Lubis.
Yeah, onside kick. It's recovered by the Fishermen. All right. So with 4:24 left in the game, Gloucester has a 42-20 lead.
Onside kick was recovered by Gloucester's number 67.
So 1st and 10 Gloucester after the onside kick at their own 47-yard line. And Matthew Smith at quarterback. No, it looks.
1st and 10 for Gloucester at their own 47.
No, Nate Young is back in there again. And that was Christian Sanfilippo again. So Coach Zarelli got kind of nervous that he put his starters back in.
Gloucester's carried by number 9, Christian Sanfilippo. Was brought down by number 67 for Salem, Jeremy Ben Cosby, and number 10, Jeffrey Rodriguez.
It was a gain of about 7 for Sanfilippo, who's having another excellent night.
The 2nd and 3 for Gloucester at the Salem 45.
2nd down 3. Sanfilippo with another carry. And he gains about 2 on the play. And you hate to see a starter get hurt in this situation, though.
Carried by number 9, Christian Sanfilippo. Brought down by Salem's number 4, Chris Nagambi, and number 17, Stajay Prophet Bernardin.
3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the game. 3rd down and 2 for Gloucester.
At the Salem 45.
Inside Salem territory at the 45-yard line. Handoff. Big hole up the middle. And there goes Sanfilippo. No, check that. That's Ryan Argentino, I believe.
Touchdown, Gloucester. Gloucester's touchdown scored by number 9, Christian Sanfilippo.
No, it was Sanfilippo. So Sanfilippo, his 4th touchdown of the night, 48-20. Fishermen lead it with exactly 3 minutes to go in the game. So we had a flurry of scoring here in the last 5 minutes of the 4th quarter. And Brandon Rivera lines it up for the extra point. Snap ball down, kick is up, and it is no good. All right, with the teams head back upfield. With the score, the Fishermen 48, Salem 20. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
Here at the Fitness Zone, we are proud to serve the community that we have been a part of for over 18 years. Here you will find a huge selection of equipment, fitness classes, personal trainers, and a juice bar. We are located at 37 Blackburn Center, right next door to Cape Ann TV. Community is the key. That's why we support Cape Ann Television, so they can deliver valuable, local, and community-based news and sports from Cape Ann, which is so important to all of us.
Join, volunteer, support local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support Cape Ann TV. You're watching local programming created by volunteers in your community, underwritten with the generous support of local businesses.
At Glover's Floor Covering, for more than 60 years, we have provided our customers with real value in quality carpets, hardwood flooring, laminate flooring, vinyl flooring, and ceramic tile. We're involved in the communities we serve and take great pride in our ability to support Cape Ann Television so that they in turn can deliver valuable community-based programming for Cape Ann.
Join, volunteer, support Local programming for and about Essex, Gloucester, Manchester, and Rockport. Support KPAN TV. Volunteer production opportunities are available in all the towns we serve. Get into local TV. Call the station to find out more.
Okay, welcome back, folks. Gloucester High School football here on KPN TV. I'm Phil Nicastro. John Russ on the camera doing an excellent job. Fishermen lead at 48-20. 3 minutes left in the game. Rivera booms it, and Salem fields it at their own 25. And good coverage by the Fishermen kickoff team. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line by Ryan Argentino, number 8.
Gloucester's kickoff will be returned by Salem's number 17, Stajay Prophet Bernardin.
And the return man for Salem, number 17, Stajay Prophet Bernardin.
Brought down by Gloucester's number 56, Max Howlett. Be 1st and 10 for the Witches at their own 27-yard line.
1st and 10 Salem at their own 27. 2:48 remaining. Pass is complete. And he gets out of bounds. Number 6, the receiver.
Salem's pass.
Tyler Giles.
Lewis, complete to number 6, Tyler Giles. Brought down by number 13.
Gain of about 7 for Giles. He got out of bounds, so that stops the clock. Next week, the Fishermen will return home against the Saugus Sachems. Shotgun formation for Salem. Lubis fading back. Throws it out there. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted.
Salem's pass number 1, Jared Lewis, incomplete. Intended receiver was number 10, Jeffrey Rodriguez.
So it's 3rd down Salem. Rodriguez was the intended receiver on that play. It brings up 3rd down and 4. For Salem. This will be the 18th straight year Gloucester will beat in Salem. That's almost unheard of. And the Fishermen are there defensively. That was Gaskins, the ball carrier, but the Fishermen were all over him that time.
Ball was placed at their own 33. Salem's carrier was by number 2, Vincent Gaskins.
And a loss of about 4 yards on that play. It brings up a 4th down for Salem.
Brought down by Gloucester number 77, Brian Gabriel. And number 66, Jacob Russell.
And so what is Salem going to do here? We have a timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here. I'm going to assume Salem is going to go for it here since they called a timeout. .207 remaining. And Salem is, looks like they're going to go for it. 4th and 8 for Salem. They're going to go for it.
Salem at their own 29-yard line.
Lubis has it. Looking, gets out of eludes one tackler, throws it out there. It's caught. First down, Salem. And he breaks the tackle. Number 6 for Salem. And he stays on his feet, gets it inside the 35-yard line.
Pass, number 1, Jared Lewis, can be complete.
Down to the
6,
33. Tyler Giles with a nice catch and a nice run after the catch.
Number 12, Nate Young.
So Salem, once again, looking to get on the board here late in the game. So it's first and 10 Salem at the Gloucester 33-yard line. Lubis fading back, throws it complete to Rodriguez, and he gets out of bounds.
Lewis's pass is complete to number 10, Jeffrey Rodriguez. Brought down by Gloucester number 3, Eric Cameron, and number 13, Matthew Smith.
And it's all right, second down Salem. And it was a bad snap. We get a flag, and we have offside Salem. 1 minute, 23 seconds left in the game. So move Salem back 5 yards. Second down for Salem and 10. After the penalty, Lubis throws it out there. He's got a man. Good tackle. Nate Young came up from his safety position and made a solid tackle.
Brought down by Gloucester number 12, Nate Young.
And he didn't get out of bounds, so that keeps the clock running. We're under a minute now. And we have a timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here with just 50 seconds left in the game. And Salem has shown some pride here in the fourth quarter. Coming up with a late flurry of scoring to make the score look a little respectable. Salem will go to 3-3 on the year, and they're going to need a win next week, probably to qualify for the playoffs. But the Fishermen will go to 5-1. There's just 10 seconds left. No, they're resetting the clock. So it's second down and about 2 for Salem at the Gloucester 25-yard line. There's exactly a minute left. Okay. So they gave Salem the extra 5 seconds because they thought they got the timeout in. Okay.
25-yard line.
And a bad snap again, and we got more flags. And it's taken forever to play this last 2 minutes. It's offside Gloucester defense. So it's an automatic first down for Salem.
Offsides against Gloucester.
Put the ball in the Gloucester 20.
Salem, an automatic first down.
So first and 10 Salem from the Gloucester 20. And reverse. He cuts it up, 15, 10, and he gets out of bounds. Jeffrey Rodriguez.
Salem's carry by number 10, Jeffrey Rodriguez.
So it's second down.
First down for the Witches.
So it's first down, Salem. First and goal from the Gloucester 8. Okay. All right, they got the first down, so it's first and goal.
At the Gloucester 8-yard line.
53 seconds remaining in the game. 48-20. Fishermen lead it. But Salem showing a lot of heart in this fourth quarter. Lupus rolls. Lupus looking, and he runs it, and he goes out of bounds. at the Gloucester
Salem
4-yard line.
Jared Lubis.
Ball's being placed at the 3-yard line.
Out of bounds at the Gloucester 4-yard line.
So it's second down and goal for Salem at the Gloucester 3.
Second down for the Witches at the Gloucester 3.
Handoff. And the Fishermen get it behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of about 5 yards. That was Gaskins again. In a 20-second timeout for Salem with 39 seconds left in the game.
Timeout, Salem.
But that was a loss of yards on that play. So to bring the ball back to the 8. So a loss of 5 on that play. Now bring it back to the 9. A loss of 6. .39 seconds remaining. Salem trying to get in the end zone one more time before the night is over. But give Salem some credit in this fourth quarter. They're not giving up. They're still playing hard. That's what you like to see.
Bring up third down for the Witches at the Gloucester 9-yard line.
So third and goal from the 9 for Salem. Lubis fades back. He's got a man out there. And touchdown, Salem.
Touchdown, Salem.
Xavier Cole.
Scored by number 24.
24. So Salem makes the score 48-26. And Salem's having a big fourth quarter here tonight.
Pass thrown by Salem's number 1, Jared Lubis.
Lubis to Xavier Cole. So Salem is going to go for 2 here, I believe. Yeah. Lubis rolls, he's looking, he throws it back, and he's got a man there, touchdown. Number 87, that's a 2-point conversion.
Salem's 2-point
Jaco
conversion
Pena again.
To number 87, Jaco Pena.
And believe it or not, folks, that makes the score Gloucester 48, Salem 28.
31 seconds remain.
With 31 seconds left in the game.
48, Salem 28.
So Salem didn't give up in this fourth quarter. Got to give them a lot of credit for that. If they had just played this way earlier in the game, we might have had a contest tonight. All right. Vincent Gaskins, number 2, will kick off for Salem. There's the kickoff. And down goes the Gloucester receiver. I can't quite see who got that. Number 3.
Salem's kickoff be down by number 3 for Gloucester, Eric Cameron.
Yeah, Eric Cameron. Okay, number 3. So the Fishermen offense will come out to try to kill 29 seconds, and I think they should be able to do that.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Gloucester.
Next week, the Fishermen will finish the regular season at home against the Saugus Sachems Friday night. And it looks like the Fishermen are going to take a knee here. And we're under 30 seconds. Yep, that's the game, folks. The clock is still 23 seconds left, but the Fishermen don't have to run a play. So for my colleague, John Russ, I'm Phil Nicastro. We'll watch the team shake hands. This has been KPN TV's coverage of Gloucester High School football. 3, 2, 1. And that's officially the game. We'll watch the two teams shake hands.
Game, ladies and gentlemen, your final score, Gloucester 48.
So the final.
Salem 28.
The final score, the Gloucester Fishermen 48. The Salem Witches 28.
Let's hear it for the
And
Gloucester High School cheerleaders.
We'll see you next week when Gloucester plays at home against the Saugus Sachems. Have a great weekend, everybody. Good night.